Blend through of all um, the items are all sold now. There's only a few remaining. What's equipment, you know? Can't think. It's a 2K barcode projector. It's a bit obsolete, 2K, isn't it? Probably a good bit be okay, but yeah, sold pretty cheap. You know, it's cheap. Look how much it sold for. Crikey. You know, look at the size of it. Anyway, yeah, um, glasses and that. Mm, mm, CP750. Not sure what happened to their CP200. They probably used to have, probably thrown it out years ago. Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of cheapish in a way. A digital server. Don't know why you'd want it. 'Cause it's pretty useless. Pretty useless for the home. um, um, CP65. Um, so the room here couldn't even actually play proper format 42, or even no format not 42. Format 40. So if it wanted to play 5 screen, I'm surprised it didn't have a Sony STDS in there. No Dolby Atmos because there was no speakers on the ceiling, and if there would be no CP850 in this lot. But that's so cheap. But it doesn't surprise me because usually sometimes you get those cheap. The THX sound system, that's cheap. Probably thus far cheap. I mean, I've got all three of my 34 17s. Less than 100, I think. QSC amplifiers, a power amp conditioner. That's kind of cheap. QSC amplifiers, not a big deal. Not a big deal. They so cheap. Look at flipping that. Yeah, see, most bidders here, like this guy here and here, you know, most are going to get the items, but they're not going to get them all. CP 650, 650, yeah. Projection screen. There. ILM logo thing. That's all gone now. It's all gone. JBL surround speakers. They'll all be gone in less than a 24-hour now. It's often, you know, some are desperate to grab them, but no one's going to grab all 16. So there's 16 of them in total. They look like the JBL 83 for 8340A. I couldn't think they would get the 8320, or I think it's the 8350, because they have a smaller base mid driver. So I guess it's probably the 8340. It's almost adding base cabs behind the screen. Especially made sub. stage channel, screen base stage channel there. These are items that are fairly common. You get on eBay regularly. Sometimes cheap, sometimes the prices are just a little bit excessively greedy, I think. But otherwise, it's a common item. The only thing that's not common is the actual room itself, which will all be torn, ripped out, thrown into a skip once all the items are sold. And I don't even think that they got even the carpet for bidding. JBL 2360 HF horns. I noticed they got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 items there. There'll only be 5 of them, I think, behind the screen, but they probably had a spare one for a backup. Yeah, all that THX baffle wall will be ripped out, thrown into a skip pretty soon now. Pretty sad. These are interesting. Tom Holman was telling me about the, these were one of the earliest surround speakers that were in the the dub stage. These are Boston Audio. So I was kind of curious about them, but yeah. It's the Boston Audio A200. It's a rather slim profile, rather toolish, a bit wide, and so it still gets the kind of bass volume or such inside the enclosure, and also the shallow profile, as Tom Holman was telling me about. The reason why they. But these are nicely concealed in the side walls with a simple grill, wooden grill, and just paint the colour. Just give it a shade of, or spray paint, whatever. Yeah, very, very nice. Interesting. I think, those were one of the earliest. And then later had some of the other JBL 83 series put in. Certified THX. Of course it says that. Doesn't say Lucasfilm anymore. Lucasfilm Limited, because that was all sold private in the early 2000s, and they've been Creative Audio and Creative Solutions, and then Razor. Oh gosh, THX has kind of gone down, if you know what I mean. It's not really it's hanging in. It's sort of hanging in there, kind of, to make it kind of relevant still, but it's not the same. It's not the same anymore. Yeah, it's a pity that it's a pity because. Got the projection screen size is 37 feet wide, 19 feet high. It's only a small dub stage. It's not a very large. It's bidding on this so far, I mean, it's fairly low. There's only one bidder. I mean, what's the point buying that screen? I mean, really, where the heck are you going to put it? You can't put it in a home. Look at the size of it. What you could do is cut it up into a section, and then you got to put material all in around it, so it's got all the eye things, so you can lace it with a string or whatever, and then tie it up. But it's very, very tricky to do that sort of thing, and you mess it up, then you can mess up the whole thing, really. The seats, interesting. They're a rocker seat. So a rocker seat, so the back moves, and that's all kind of got a springy It's too bad these seats are going. Gosh, how many people have bidden desperately? Got one bidder, one bidder, one bidder, one bidder. You won't be able to get them all because there's about 300 seats or so. Yeah. But, it's just interesting looking at the design of the room itself. It's nice to look at the pictures. It's interesting there. So hang on, go back down. These are the same seat here, I think there, and no, slightly cosmetically different. This one here, these here, it's a slight cosmetic difference, and it's not absorbed there on the seat bucket. It's not absorbed. These ones are more or less near to the front, I think. The other ones are near to the back. Near to the back. These ones here are near to the back. So there's a railing there, and these ones are near to the back. Too bad I can't bid on it because you got to go in there and dismantle it and take it home with you. You know, so you bring a receipt, proof of your purchase, and then you dismantle the item, whatever it is, the item, or pick it up, and then that's it. You go home. Happy bidding. But no, just looking at the pictures alone, is says a lot. I think they've got spare bits of seat here, probably broken here. A little storeroom, little podium here. That's nice. Photo gallery on that. The railings, the brass railings, they look very nice. They look very nice, they do. Oh, there's someone in there already. Step ladder up here. Someone taking down one of the JBL 8340A surrounds. It's sad. All this architectural detail, if you know what I mean. But that's, you could. Yeah, it's very nice. I like these railings. Yeah, they're nice. But then it's not a big deal. You could just someone point. Someone that can build this. You say, here, look at this. I'll look at it and take a guesstimation on the height and all the dimension, and then say, yeah, I could do that. It's not a big deal. I could build that. So it's, that's why visual effects are in ILMs or studios and such. They could rebuild the pyramids, if you know what I mean. Some of it practical with some CGI. I think over the years this room started to get a little bit, broken and such. So we're going to be gone by tomorrow. Bidding ends tomorrow. So I'm surprised it's got very few bidding on it. Very few. The percentage. Because probably not everyone's knew about it. I mean, Tom Holman sent me the link. But I said, there's no. I asked if he could pop on down there, but he's not even interested himself in going down there and getting any of this. I suppose just let it go. It's sad to see it go.